Greetings everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Lady Starfire and today I'm going to bring you something. It's another hashtag. I'm a little late to the game on this one, but I just came across it while looking up new things for some more of my rants that I've been on a kick of lately, and I came across this one and I thought, maybe I ought to do this one too. So thanks to people out there, and I will give them credit here in a moment. Look at my paper for all their names. But it is hashtag occult tea. Okay, so grab your cup, get in your comfy chair, and learn a little bit about, some things here. So, all right. So this one is, and there's a lot of parts to this. Okay, so yeah, I printed it out rather than trying to look at it on my phone. This deals with social media witchcraft, grifters, aesthetics, imposter syndrome, and FOMO, right? Consumerism and gatekeeping. This was put together by Ella Harrison, and let's see, and the Red-Headed Witch. Okay, also it says Polish folk witch. So anyway, they got together and decided to do this and put it out there for all of us to input our part on there. Okay, so basically, it starts off, says, with an introduction. It says, introduce yourself. How long have you been participating in witchcraft online space? What practices and topics do you discuss primarily? Well, I technically started my channel back in, I think, 2017. I just never really did much with it. I really geared up January of 2023, thanks to some garbage that was out there on social media and that was wrong and causing people to get hurt magically and even mundanely in a lot of ways. So I decided that I needed to try to do my part and put some truthful things out there and try to undo some of the stuff that's there. So which I'm not real sure just how much I can get it undone, because I'm not a fancy influencer. I'm not young and beautiful and all that kind of stuff to where everybody wants to come watch me, and I don't do crazy crap on my channel to make people want to come watch it. So I'm serious. I put things out there the way it is. So anyway, but as far as what I basically discuss is it's all how-tos, why nots, and how to be a better witch, how to be a better person in a lot of ways too. So how to walk the pagan life. So, all right, topic 1 is called impact on community. All right, and it's got a few parts. So first one says, what is my personal reasoning or inspiration behind sharing my practice online, such as what am I looking to achieve by participating, and do I seek to educate, learn, or connect? Well, as I just explained in my intro, my main inspiration is you, and trying to help you learn the right ways, because there's gobs of books. Used to, it all was pretty much books. If you really wanted to know a lot of truth, you had to do word of mouth, and then you had to be careful who you trusted then. But with social media, with internet in general, there is so much out there, and trying to weed through the good stuff from the garbage, from the stuff that's just totally stupid, okay, it can be difficult for people, especially young people that don't know any better, or people that are just finding this path, and they don't know. All they know is what they see and hear, and unfortunately it's, leads them down the wrong path a lot of times. And so, I'm mostly here to educate. I do like connecting with other people. And, I even learn something sometimes. And I enjoy that too, because I love learning. Okay. I just turned 63 years old, and I still love to learn, because I can learn from other people, even people that are half my age or less, because they're walking a different path. I really enjoy a lot of the ones that are from other countries, because, those are paths that, I don't know. Those are traditions that I don't necessarily know a lot about. So listening to them and watching them and learning what they do and how they do things, I find very interesting. Sometimes I find things I like to incorporate into my own practice. And because I don't believe in putting myself in a box. And yes, and I love the accents. I happen to be a big fan of accents. So I love, listening to a lot of them too. So, okay. So next is, how do I believe social media as a whole has impacted the community? And social media is great in a lot of ways, but I also feel like it has destroyed community as a whole. When I was growing up, we had a house phone. In my younger years, there was not even an answering machine. So if you were outside or you weren't home, guess what? They just had to call back. Everybody didn't know your business. Okay? You went next door and played with a neighbor, or you met up with friends at, my dad was a square dance caller, so at a square dance, or, call up and go, hey, let's all go have dinner. It was face to face. Okay? I don't like the not seeing you on the other side of this. Okay? That's why a lot of times this isn't that comfortable to me. I prefer you to be standing in front of me, talking to me. I can feel your energy and you can feel mine and I can help you better. Yeah. But there are people out there that, due to social media, okay, they get blasted. They get unfriended because they have a different belief or whatever. And I mean, it's just, it's stressful. There are many young people that have, committed suicide and everything because somebody didn't like how they were dressing or something. And I mean, and they got to use all these filters, and I just feel like it's harming in general. Within the pagan community, I mean, it's good in some ways because, I mean, when I was growing up, I couldn't really find a decent book, okay? But the problem with it is just anybody gets out there and says things, and it's just not always true. So in that aspect, I feel like it's harmed the community. And on the aspect that it's enabled us to connect with people far away that we might not have ever connected with, then it's a good thing. So you just have to kind of weigh it out. All right. Next, how do I think social platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube have each impacted education and sharing information? Well, all y'all know this is a topic for me that comes to a lot of my videos, just I don't name them. So it's named here, so here it goes. TikTok, when I was using it, I met a handful of some really cool people, okay? I really enjoyed some ones I talked to. As far as 99% of the, quote, witch talk part of it, I think it needs to just all go away. I really do. Because there's so much garbage. And, I think, there's some other areas in here where it may get into this again. But everybody just kind of goes, oh, okay, so this is what you're going to do, okay? So you're going to light this candle, and you're going to write their name, and you're going to burn it, and they're going to go poof. Okay, and then somebody sees that because this is an influencer, and they've got all these views. Well, I want views too. So, okay, y'all, this is what we're going to do. And then it's like dominoes, and they all just keep doing the same crap over and over, and it doesn't work. All it does is create bad karma for you, okay? They're out there, well, I don't believe in karma because I'm not Wiccan. Doesn't freaking matter what religion you are. Karma is karma, okay? And they just do all this stuff, and it's just on and on and on, and people watch it. That's the reason I got away from it, because these people made me angry. They made me angry for you, okay? Because you're watching that. You're learning this garbage, and you're maybe trying it. And then they're just degrading, okay, new people and stuff, when half of them don't even know what they're talking about anyway. I don't know where they learned it. Maybe they just decided to come up with something stupid and put it out there. or they saw it somewhere else from some other influencer. Okay, so yeah. Instagram, I can't say a whole lot about because I don't do a whole lot with Instagram. Okay, I mean, I have one. Frankly, I've just never figured out how to use it. I haven't taken the time. I mean, I know it's probably pretty simple. I just haven't taken the time. I think I've got some things out there and it probably shares over from my Facebook. So, but, you know, YouTube, I feel like it's probably one of the better platforms, but there's still crap out there. You know, I mean, because unfortunately, there's no way to have social media police going, okay, that's wrong information, nix that, or, it just doesn't happen, okay? Anybody can put anything out there. It's great that people like me and some of these other great content creators can share good information, okay? What's bad about it is the junk, okay? There's so much junk. It's like, to me, TikTok, go watch the animal videos. They're hilarious, or things about little kids. Other than that, yeah, I'm just not interested. Okay, next is consuming witchcraft content becoming a substitute for practice? Probably, because everybody walks around like this. Okay, that's all they're doing. Okay. And then, of course, if they are doing any kind of practice, they're doing these like, okay, let me get my black candle and I'm going to carve his name. Or I'm going to take my red candle and I'm going to carve his name. And he's going to want me forever. He's going to love me. He's coming to me. Because I saw it on TikTok and they said it works. Okay. So, yeah. Anyway. Sorry, rant. True practice, okay, is putting down your electronics, setting up your altar, however you want to set that up, okay, calling on your guardians, calling on your deity, whoever that is, however it is, and communing with them. Meditate, astral travel, healings, do a healing ritual, do a prosperity ritual, do something where you're on your feet, okay, without electronics, and you have your stuff. Okay. That's practice. All right. This is not practice. Okay. So, yes, I'm using my big cup, not my teacup, just because, well, one, I want my coffee to stay hot. It's a little chilly in here this morning, and so I do have my kitty cup, though. Okay, so topic 2, influencer authenticity. Yeah, y'all know where this is going, right? Okay, first one. Out of what I share on social media, how much of it is staged versus reality? Okay, well, I don't really stage things. Now, if getting papers, together, getting my information together, as far as what I'm wanting to share, if you consider that staged, then that's staged. Other than that, it's you and me. Okay? I don't do all the makeup and the dress and the, trying to look all witchy because I'm a witch. I don't have to do all the things. Do I think it's maybe fun to dress up and do all that kind of stuff? Yes, it is. And I always do that when I go and have circle. Okay. Because I love it. And it separates me from the mundane world. But I'm just me, and I'm all about reality. I'm about the way it actually is, okay? I don't know, frankly, I don't know anybody personally, okay, that goes and gets all dressed up in their black robes or their whatever and puts on full makeup and all their jewelry to go light a candle and work a spell. If you do, hey, tell me in the comments. Let me know that you actually do that. I just don't personally know anybody. I might be in my PJs and I need to go do this, so I'm going to go do that. Okay? It's okay. When you go into circle, you need to dress. Okay? You need to separate yourself from the mundane world. But, I got somebody sick and I need to go light a blue candle and, put some healing energy going out there to them. I'm not going to go get all dressed up, witchy-fied and all this stuff just to go do that. No. My energy is going into getting that candle going right now. Okay. So, once again, I call myself more of a reality creator as opposed to a staged. Okay. Now I get things together. I don't know if you call that staged. I don't know, what you consider staged, but my content is real in reality. It's not, I don't put on a play. Okay. To me, staged is a play type. So like I said, you choose. Let me know. What do you think I do? Is it staged or is it reality? Next. Do I think there is an element of censorship in online spaces? Such as, how do I decipher what is appropriate to share online versus what I keep privately? Is this based on social media etiquette or a personal preference? There are certain things that I choose to not share online. My reasoning behind that is, one, I don't want people going out trying things that they see me do or think I do, and then they're not doing it right. I've actually had somebody do that, and it wasn't from social media. They were trying to watch me do certain things, thought they knew what I was doing, and then trying to do it and screwed a guy up, because they didn't know all the things that I actually do. All they knew was what they saw. There's more behind the scenes things. So that's one of the reasons. The other is, there's haters out there. And if people know exactly what you do, they'll try to use that, against you, because people are jerks, so there are certain things that, no, I keep private. All right. I share a lot with everybody. I will teach people a lot of things face to face in person. Okay. But there's some things that, I'm definitely not going to share in this type of space. Because I don't feel it's appropriate. I don't know who all's watching my videos. I don't know what your level of practice and expertise is. So there's certain things that, as a new person, you shouldn't be doing. If you've been practicing a long time, you probably already have your own ways of doing it, But if it's something that you feel like you need to learn, you're free to come to me. And if it's something I know and am willing to teach, I will teach it to you. If I feel like maybe you're not ready, I'm going to tell you that too. Okay. So, I feel like it's some of both. It's personal preference and it is social media etiquette. That there's just things you don't put out there. Like all these hexing spells that everybody wants to put out there. Don't do that. Because you've got somebody that just doesn't know any better and they're doing these things. Okay? Just, anyway. Okay. Have I ever encountered or heard of grifters, which people don't know means a con artist, in our community? Do I recognize them? What are significant signs of grifters in the community? I see them every time I get on social media, whether it's TikTok. I have seen them on what little bit of Instagram I've done. I have seen them on YouTube. I have seen them on Facebook. I mean, you name it. All right. There is always somebody out there that is trying to con you out of your money. Whether it's these fake card readers, people that claim they work spells for you, for this outrageous amount of money, all these things. Okay. It's all con artists, the snake oil salesmen, as they used to call them. You know, they're all out there trying to scam you. And yes, it irritates me a lot because it's just wrong. I found them physically in the community, not even just on social media. Two-faced backstabbers, they, you know, out for themselves. They're doing things unethical, and it's just wrong. Okay, and I say karma will get you one day. So, and they actually end up destroying the community because it makes people not trust anybody. You know, once you get screwed over, you have a hard time trusting again. So, I'm just like, go get a real job. That's just my answer to you. Go get a real job. Quit trying to, take people's money and stuff because you're too lazy to get a job. If you've got enough brains to figure out a way to scam somebody, then you have enough brains to go and invent something to cure cancer or something. Okay, so go do something good with your brain. All right, next is, what tools are helpful to decipher misinformation, and how can we as a community prevent widespread misinformation? Geez. Weigh it. Yeah. If you're seeing it over and over, and it's like going blasting at your face, and hey, it's like those stupid infomercials. That stuff doesn't work, but they're yelling this out at you, and they're making all these fabulous claims and do all this, and everybody's saying the same thing. Guess what? It's probably fake. Okay? Use your head. Don't be caught up in the hype. All right? Hype is what gets people to do things. Oh my gosh, they're fixing to quit making that. I better hurry up and buy a dozen of them. Oh wait, they have a limit of 3. Give me a break. You know how many years they've been saying the same stuff about the same product? Okay? So it's the same thing with magic and witchcraft and the craft in general. Okay? If they're making it look all whoa, okay, and they're just really throwing all this stuff in there and all these words flashing to get your attention, that's when you need to just swipe. Just keep scrolling because it's not real. All right? They're trying to sell you a click. Okay? They want you just to click. So they get paid. That's all they care about. That's why they do all these stupid things on there, to get you to click on it so they get paid. Real simple. Okay? And then there's those of us like me and a lot of other content creators that don't do all of that are fighting for your click just to give you the truthful information. Just because we're not all flashy about it. Guess what? Because our information doesn't need flash. It's just fact. So, all right. How does a large following impact the perception of the creator? Does this immediately make them an expert? Or are those other assumptions as to why they may have a large following? Yeah. Most of the ones that I come across that have a huge amount of subscribers and views on their videos and stuff, the information is just wrong. It's garbage. Now, I'm not saying everybody, so before some of y'all get your feelings hurt or whatever, I'm saying most of what I have seen are the ones that have so many and they sensationalize everything. Their information is wrong. Okay? That's why I've started on some videos of some rants about them. By the time you see this one, there was one just the previous week that, yeah, I about lost it over. And I'm going to have more. I was working on gathering information for some when I came across this occult tea hashtag and decided to interject this first. So this actually covers a lot of what I was going to cover anyway. So it's just a little more laid out for me. Okay. But yes, no, just because they have a lot of subscribers, a lot of views, does not mean they are an expert and know what the heck they're talking about. Okay? I mean, look at all the views people have gotten over the end of the world, zombie apocalypse coming, videos and posts over the eclipse. Okay? Today's Friday. That was Monday. Still here. Nothing changed. The moon moved in front of the sun and it moved off. Just like it does every other time there's an eclipse. Okay? At least a solar eclipse. But these people got views and views and views because, oh, well, what's this one mean? Oh my goodness. I mean, there was a woman in Florida that came out from viewing the eclipse or however much of it they got there, told a guard or someone there that God told her to kill people and went out and shot 2 people before they got her. I'm like, really? And I mean, it's all this hype, all this stuff, okay? Views and followers do not make you an expert. It just means that you do something that makes people click. Maybe it's the first picture that they see in, the thumbnail or whatever, okay? It's just, that's all it is. It does not mean that they know what they're talking about. Okay. How does one maintain the balance of authenticity and content creation? By being real. Okay? If you watch my videos, you watch them. If you don't, you don't. I have no control over that. Okay? I make the videos. I put the information out there for you. Okay? You choose if you want to click that like button, if you want to subscribe, if you want to share, if you want to leave a comment, or if you just scroll by. I mean, you choose all of that. I don't. Okay? And I'm not going to put on my pointy hat or my robes and make things all woo in here, all smoke filled and whatever else to try to make things look aesthetically witchy to get people to click. I want you to listen to the information. Okay? Yeah, I can do this where you don't even see my face. And for me, that's fine. Okay? What I care about is that you learn something. With every video, I want people to learn something to help them in their life, to help them in their practice, to help them, learn the true pagan lifestyle. Because if it keeps going like it is, it's going to die. Okay? It's going to die out. And it's going to be all this new agey garbage that's out there instead of a way of life. Okay? So that's why I'm here. If this isn't something that you're interested in, it's okay. If you like watching all the hype, then go watch that. That's okay too. But if you truly want to learn, that's why I'm here. I'm not going to be around forever. Okay? I wish I'd started YouTube videos 20 years ago. I don't even know if they had YouTube videos then, but so that I could have been all along getting information out there. Right now, I probably have forgotten more than I can think of to put in videos so that when I'm no longer here, the information is still out there so that somebody somewhere down the line that goes, I really wish I could find some real information, and they happen to find my videos. Because I won't be here to actually teach you anymore. So I want this information to be there so that you can still learn. Okay? All right, let's see. All right, we're into topic 3 now. All right. Imposter syndrome and FOMO. For those of you that don't know what FOMO is fear of missing out. Keeping up with the Joneses is how we always called it. When I follow other creators in the community space, does it make me feel genuinely inspired and empowered, or does it create feelings of FOMO and being less than? No. Just no. Most of the creators out there, like I said, I find their stuff garbage. Okay. Now I am finding a lot of pagan ones now that I'm very impressed with. Okay. And I will list some. I know it's not all of them. I haven't even found all of them yet, but I'm finding more and more because I've been looking for them. Okay. I wasn't looking for them before, so I'm sorry for that, but I am looking for them. But now, do I sometimes wish I was still young and pretty like a lot of them? Yeah. I'll have to say that, but that's all. Do I kind of maybe wish I had met them where we could, or still would like to meet them so that we could talk and exchange ideas, exchange knowledge. Yeah, now to me, that would be awesome. Okay. And there's a bunch of y'all that I would love to actually get to talk to. Okay. So anyway, but as far as feeling less than, no. Some of them do make me feel inspired because it makes me excited to see some young people that are truly practicing the right way. And they're putting good information out there instead of all the hype and the crap. So yes, there are some of them that make me feel inspired and make me feel happy that it hasn't completely died with the younger generation. Okay. If I experience FOMO, I guess how they actually probably say that, has it ever left me feeling vulnerable to be taken advantage of financially or otherwise? Nope. Nope, not at all. I am not one of those people. Never have been. I don't care about the Joneses. What they have, I'm proud for you. Okay? I'm not the one that thinks, ooh, I have to run out and buy that because they have that. No. Because that may not be right for me. Okay? I'm the one that buys it 10 years from now. And half the time still don't necessarily like it. All right, got like alien tape. Don't buy it. Anyway, I needed something that's strong, and even though I knew it was probably garbage, I thought it might at least stick what I needed, and no, it didn't. So anyway, but on this, it's just just be happy being you. Okay, don't think you got to have what everybody else has. Oh wow, look at that bookcase and all those books. I need to go buy me more books. No, okay, only if you want those books. Don't buy them just sit on a shelf. All right. All right. An example. Oh, there's more. An example would be the need to purchase the latest popular product or a book to fit in. I have never been a fit in person. They change clothing styles, and about the time they're fixing to change it again, I might decide I finally like it. Okay. So I've never been one for the in crowd. Okay. Not in any part of my life. Give me my blue jeans and stuff, and I'm a happy camper. If I need to dress up, I can dress up and put on my heels and be really happy then too. But I don't do it because it's what everybody else is doing. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't go out and do spell work because everybody else is doing that spell. Don't go buy a stone because everybody's buying. That's the whole reason that Moldavite got so hard to get and got so expensive, is because some influencer on TikTok decided to make this big deal. Oh, I got this, and oh my goodness, oh, this is what happened. But and my thing is, if I see somebody talking about how their life just went to hell in a handbasket, why do I want to go buy it? Okay, why? I don't get this. And then the next influencer, oh, they got a lot of clicks off of that one. Let me go do it too. Stop. You get it because you need it. Okay? Not because somebody says it does all this stuff. All right, do your research. Okay. When practicing my craft, do I find myself comparing what I do to what I've been seeing people do online? Yes and no. Yes is a short one. Yes, and go, oh my God, why are they doing that? Okay. No, because I know I learned the right way. Okay. I'm not doing all this hype stuff. And also, the way they're doing it, it's their tradition. Okay. Doesn't necessarily fit my tradition if it's their tradition. So I'm not concerned with comparing mine to theirs because we're walking different paths. Okay. So just because you see somebody else doing it, once again, don't think you have to run out and do it that way. All right. Because you have to walk your own path. All right. You collect information. Now, something about that, seems right. Go research it and see if it fits. All right. But don't just think you got to do it because somebody else does, especially the influencers. Next is, in what ways do I combat imposter syndrome? I ignore them. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do. There are so many fakes out there. There are people right here in my town that, in trying to better their business, okay, they came here trying to put my business out. I've been here almost 23 years. But trying to get people to trust them and come to them, told them that they had studied with or under me. Okay? And it's a lie. It is an out and out lie. These people that own this place, even the people that work at that place, have never studied with me. I have never taught any of them. But they're trying to give themselves credit based off of my name. That's being an imposter. Okay? And that's not okay. And the thing is, these people come and tell me. What they don't understand is everything they do, people come and tell me. So-and-so said that you taught them. No. Because I can pretty much tell you everybody I have ever taught. I remember faces. I remember the people because I remember you if you completed the class, and I remember you if you dropped out. I remember. Okay? So, no. Trucks. Gotta love trucks going by. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't have a soundproof place for my videos, but it's okay. It's all the thing. Okay. So, anyway, don't be an imposter, and don't let them be imposters to you. So, pay attention. All right. Everything anybody says, weigh it out. All right. And go ask. If you're not sure, go ask the person, just like these people all do to me. And I love it. All right. Last one on topic 3 is, what would my practice look like without the social media influence of other creators? It would look just like it always has. Nothing about other creators has any bearing on my craft. I've been doing this for over 50 years, so I'm pretty set. Now, I'm not saying that maybe I might find something that, somebody does that might go, oh, I might like to do that. Okay. Not necessarily my craft. Maybe it's a certain type of spell or a different way of doing something that I might try. It's just like a recipe. Okay. So, but I'm already pretty set in my ways, so I can't say that anybody has influenced, as far as content creators, my path. Now, a lot of the old writers of the books, yeah, they had a whole lot to do with me building my path. But the rest of, a lot of it I have learned from people, and I have learned from experience by making the stupid mistakes. Okay. So, yeah. And that's why I try to teach y'all, so that you don't have to learn by the stupid mistakes if you choose to listen. So, okay. Topic 4, capitalizing off community. All right. Do I consider online communities as equally valid to in-person communities? That's really kind of a yes and no. Um, it depends on the community, okay? Because here's the thing. There are people I know in person, and having that personal, I like that one-on-one. I like seeing you. I like touching you. I like hugging you. I like, hearing your voice and seeing your face when you talk to me, okay? Um, but at the same time, there are some of these people that I only get to see every once in a while. So therefore, um, online allows us to stay in contact. Okay. I can see that they're sick and I need to send some healing energy, or their kid's birthday, or they're graduating, or they're whatever, and I can sing congratulations, where otherwise I might not know for a year till we see each other at a festival or something. Okay. So yeah, there is some validity to online communities, but you need that. You need that in-person thing too. Okay. We lost a lot of that with COVID and everything, and we really need to get back to more in-person stuff. All right. So, all right. Next is, how have online occult witchcraft communities impacted me as a person and practitioner? Really having a whole lot, like I said, other than what I just said about staying in contact with people. Well, I take it back. There is some impact, um, because people say things, people spread lies, um, people judge on things without coming to you and going, "Hey, I heard such and such," and giving that person an opportunity to say, "Yeah, I said it. No, I didn't," or "No, that is not how that happened." Okay, so yeah, it has impacted in that manner in some ways, but it's, more me as a person as opposed to a practitioner, because even in person stuff, people do stupid things and it happens. So, all right. What are some of the dangers of the current phenomenon of capitalizing off the witchcraft community? Such as, have I been personally affected by this, or have I witnessed someone else be affected? Now, the capitalizing, I'm going to assume what they mean here is all these fake readers, spell workers, all this crap, okay, is what I feel like they are talking about capitalizing, because you're doing something in a way that it just doesn't work. I mean, I had a lady come in the other day who, I'm her high priestess. She's been coming in, to me for a while. And she had 2 people in the same day send her a private message on Facebook saying, "I see things around you. I need to do a reading for you." And then she's like, "I've got a high priestess I can go to." No, "Oh, please, 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 let me do this." Well, I mean, you're begging now to take, for somebody to give you money. Okay. Number one, they've already told you no. She came to me just to make sure she didn't have some dark something all over her. Yeah. And she didn't. She did, but she didn't. Her ex-husband had come back around, but he was gone. So it was gone. But it wasn't, this stuff. Okay. These people they're fakes when they do that. And that's also how you get hacked on Facebook, is by answering these messages from people that you don't know. Even sometimes people you do know that's been hacked. So yeah, it's wrong. Okay. So there are so many dangers. Like I said, you can get your accounts hacked, which means they can get your personal information. They take your money, they scam you, and they tell you all this stuff, and now you're terrified, and you're paying the money that you don't have. Okay? So, yeah, this has become a really big problem. Okay? And yes, I have seen this happen a lot. Okay? A lot. I have another lady that she barely had the money to come in and buy a candle. But was so worried about this court case, she found somebody online in another country, sent them $700 because they guaranteed they would fix this problem. Nobody can ever guarantee it, okay? And then somebody else took over talking to her, and then all of a sudden now it's $1,395, and she's scared to death because she doesn't have that money. She didn't have the $700 that she paid, okay? Don't do it. Do not let these people scam you out of your money, okay? They make all these threats. Something about a certain deity was going to take her 2 small children's spirits or something. And I'm like, no, okay? You did not agree to any of this right here, okay? You talked to this one, that was your agreement. Get rid of these people. And so, yeah, it's unfortunately, that is one of the big drawbacks to internet and social media, because it gives these scammers a giant field to play in. Okay? So, yeah, let's not do that. All right. Should there be paywalled, which is paid membership, communities and online courses? Yes. There is certain information. It's not just paid, okay? The thing about paying, it goes along with dedication and commitment, okay? That's the whole thing. It's like, if I didn't charge for my readings, I'd have people lined up out my door all day, every day, and I'd never get anything done, okay? Because it was free. So when somebody's going to pay for it, they're making a commitment. It's worth something to them. And they're showing me respect that my time is worth something, okay? Knowledge isn't free, okay? I paid a lot of money for my college, all right? I give away a lot of information. When I teach in person, it costs more than if you buy my first year book that I put together. Granted, it's still all my information, but you're not getting my time for an hour or two every other week. Okay? So, there are certain things that don't need to just be thrown out there, in my opinion, because you need to know who's getting the information. And even if you were trying to come to me and do a paid membership for these classes, before I would even accept your money, I'm going to have a questionnaire to make sure that you should be taking these classes. There are some people that shouldn't be. Okay? If you are mentally unstable, there are certain things that you don't need to be doing, in my opinion. If you have a drug or alcohol addiction that keeps your mind altered, you don't need to be doing magic. It's just that simple. Not to say there's not things you can do, but I'm not going to try to teach you, because my number one rule is you don't go into circle on drugs or alcohol. Okay. You have to be mentally strong enough to where if you mess up and you're calling on something, but something else shows up that you wish hadn't, you've got to be able to stand there and send it back. Okay? You can't go running, screaming out of there because it scared the crap out of you. Okay? So there are certain things that I feel like people need to be in a certain place for. Okay. Like I said, not to say that I won't, they can't ever, but there's certain things you need to get together first. Okay. And that's just about keeping you safe. All right. And me, because if I teach you and you go do something stupid with it, then I can be responsible, and I don't want to be there. So, all right. How does one ensure the authenticity of courses, workshops, memberships, etc., as a financial investment? Okay, so by the same token, we're talking about me testing you to make sure that you should, be getting this information. You need to check out the person. Okay, don't just read online reviews, because some of those are fake. A lot of those are fake, especially if everything is glowing, glowing, glowing. Okay, there may be some fake stuff there, because everybody's not always going to be happy. Okay, I piss people off a lot of times. So there are times that, just because somebody got a 3-star or 4-star doesn't make them bad. It makes that reviewer maybe didn't understand something, or, maybe they just didn't, maybe they're the authentic one and the other ones aren't. So, you need to actually be able to talk to the person. Okay. Don't ever go by just the online reviews. Have a phone conversation with that person. Have a video conversation, or go physically talk to them if they're close enough where you can, because you need to make sure of what's what, because there are too many out there that are just fake. Okay. So, if somebody, y'all don't, you young ones, please don't take offense. You got this 20-year-old out here that is trying to teach you paganism. You need to ask them, where did you learn? Okay. Now, if their family is pagan, their whole life they've been raised this way, so therefore they know what they're doing. Okay. And just because they've been raised doesn't mean they know what they're doing. Did they pay attention? Okay. It's like going to school. You got to pay attention. But, okay, so maybe, but then you still need to weigh it out. All right. If they came from a total Christian background, but they read half a dozen books, then no, you don't need to go try to learn from them, because they don't know what they're talking about. Same thing. I don't care if they're 30 or 40. If they've been raised Christian their entire life and they picked up 1 or 2 books and now they think they can, they're a master and they can teach. No. Okay. So make sure that they actually have the knowledge and background to teach you. Okay. That's just really important, no matter their age. All right. So just make sure on that. Okay. So now, we came to the conclusions, which still has a list. All right. Are y'all still with me? Or has it gotten too long? How many of y'all hung out with me to this point? Pop me a purple heart, or say the word purple or something. Put something in there that lets me know that you made it to here, okay? I'm impressed. All right. Conclusions says, what are some topics of conversation I'd like to see more of in our community? Being real, okay? Being honest. Teaching the true path, the true old ways. Just, genuine conversation. Not all the hype. I'm a 30-year high priestess and I've got these many titles and I've got blah, blah, blah. No, not that. Okay? All that does is tell you why you should have the knowledge to talk to somebody. Okay? But that's not information. Okay? Let's go back to teaching the old ways. All right? It's not all about spells. It's about a way of life. Okay? We don't litter. All right? We have respect. I get so tired of finding trash in my yard. People driving down the road and just throw it there. It's just, hey, have respect. All right. What are my community needs? Becoming one again. understanding that we're all pagan. It doesn't matter what your group, pagan church, whatever, coven, whatever your affiliation is, it really doesn't matter. We're all one, okay, or should be. And if you're out here going, well, you can't say this over here because you're part of that group over there. Who cares? You know, who really cares? It's not a game of who can have the most members. It really doesn't matter, because your group may and may not be right for this person. Somebody comes to my group and I feel like they would be better suited to yours, I'm going to send them to you. So, why are you worried about, another group being talked about at your group? Okay. Just, stop. It's like the junior high cliques. I hated it then and I hate it now. Quit being cliquey. All right. Be part of the community as a whole, not so named here and there and all that stuff. So, all right. I kind of liked it better when we just had covens and nobody really talked about them too much. Groups have kind of been a downfall in some ways. All right. Where would I like to be held and supported? Right here. Yeah. I would like more people to share my videos. I would like more people to watch my videos and learn the information. Okay. YouTube might go away one day and then it's gone. Okay. The information's gone. And if all you ever learned was all that hyped up garbage and all of us elders are gone, good luck. Because then there's nobody to teach you. Where do I feel like I am truly being seen by my community? All of you that comment and let me know that you appreciate me and you appreciate the content I put out, and all the people that walk into my store. So all the ones that come in and, hi, Mama Sherry. Can I get a mama hug? And they bring me their babies and I watch them grow up. That's where I'm truly seen in my community. Okay. It's the people that show me how much they care. It's not about coming in my store buying stuff. It's when you come in and just want to talk to me, or you want a hug, or you, like I said, hey, look at my new baby, or look, she's 5 years old now. These are the things. Okay. Those are the things that are important, at least to me. It's not how many people show up at a circle. Okay. How can we help each other in removing the external peer pressure and grow in the community? Now, pretty much what I just said. By getting off your high horse and thinking that you're better than everybody else for whatever reason. You put your pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else. Quit acting like your group, your path, your whatever is better than everybody else's. Go back to being a community. Get rid of the daggum titles. Okay. Okay. How can we as a community come together more with constructive criticism without it seeming shady or passive aggressive? Okay. So obviously in this, and I've gotten off into personal community more so than the online community, which is what a lot of this is talking about. But, right here, it says it. Even with the online community, support each other. Watch each other's videos. Give each other a subscribe, the like, a comment. Let people know, that you watch their videos. Okay. So for you other content creators that happen to watch my video and got to this point, this is how you can help. By watching. I watch a lot of y'all's as I have time. I'm really busy and I'm sorry. And I don't get to watch as many as I would like to, but I do watch as many as I can. I mean, I own my store. I make the majority of my products in it. I'm doing a lot of freeze-dried food now. Some for my store, mostly for my dog. And I'm constantly doing things and doing readings and making videos and then editing videos. And so, yeah, I don't get to watch as many of y'all's content as I would like to, but I really do enjoy doing it because I like having the downtime to get to sit and watch videos. So, but yeah, watch each other's videos, comment, let them know that you watched. I try my best when I watch somebody's video. I don't always have time, but I try my best to leave a comment. Great job. Something. Okay. There was one I told how great I thought it was, somebody young actually putting out real content. Okay. So, these are just things that, help. All right. And this is how we, as a online pagan community, can come together, is by supporting each other, helping each other grow. Even, because I talk about a lot of y'all on, sometimes, or I put your names down there. Go watch these people, so do that. Send some of your followers to some of these other people also. It's all about, helping everybody learn. Okay. And to me, it's like when I send somebody to a group here, physically, I'm being a good person because I could go, no, I don't know anybody that does that. Why? You're harming that person. Okay. So instead we help our viewers by helping them know there are other, creators out there, and the ones that are good, let them know which ones have good information to go watch. Okay. So anyway, that is the way I would do it. And if there's something you don't agree with, okay, because this is talking about, criticism, constructive criticism. There's a right and wrong way to do that. Okay. And understand that, just because it's not your way doesn't mean it's wrong. Now, it might be wrong. Okay. And most of the time when I see people doing all this stuff, I'm guilty about just scrolling on. There are times that I go in and I go, no, that's wrong. Karma does exist. Okay. No matter how many times you don't want to believe in it, it does exist. And if you're sitting there saying that, I'm going to go in and I'm going to comment. And I'm going to say, karma believes in you. Okay. And you're going to block me probably so that I can't do that again. But here's the thing. If I'm putting out some information that's not right, and I tell my students this, okay? Since the time that I learned certain things, there might be new knowledge out there because people are discovering things all the time, okay? If you learn something and you think that it's new and improved, or maybe even make something that I said not true anymore because there's now new information, I want you to tell me. Because guess what? I just learned something, okay? So constructive criticism is a good thing, okay? Because you learn from it. So accept that criticism, okay? Now, there's a difference in constructive criticism and just being a jerk, okay? Like the ones that want to come in and repent and God loves you and, you're going to hell because you believe all this stuff or something. That's not criticism. That's just being a jerk. But there's a right and wrong way to say it, okay, to say things. So just make sure you're saying things the right way. And yes, I don't mind at all, okay? The constructive criticism, that is. The rest of y'all, leave that other stuff off my page. I will delete it. So, how can we as a community do better when we do receive criticism, feedback? Just that. Accept it and learn, okay? Go back and look at what they said. Does it have validity? Okay? And this is in life, not just for us content creators. This is in life in general. If there's a criticism, does it have validity? Okay. So go back and look. Maybe you misspoke and didn't even realize it. Okay. Hey, the last hashtag thing I was doing, it was 12 days of Yule, and about 3 different videos I said 12 days of Christmas, and I didn't catch it till I was editing, and I had to go in and type up there. Oops. Okay. So, I mean, we can all make mistakes. So if you make a mistake and somebody catches it, say thank you, and I appreciate you catching that for me. Let me correct that. Or, wow, I didn't know that. This is the way I was taught. I had no idea, and I did some research and found out you're right. Thank you for teaching me. Okay? That's how we handle it. Okay. Who are some community members that I look up to that are reliable sources and aspirations? All right. Let me get over on this other page because, and I'm going to list these people down in my description. Okay. There'll be links to the videos. And there are so many more, but I would have a list this big. So I just grabbed the first ones that I saw and remembered. And so this is where we're going to go with this. I will also, for any of you that do this type of content creation and you want to do this whole thing, I will be sure the link is down there that Ella put out so that you can go back to it and get this whole list. Okay, so we have the rock and roll mystic. I love her. She's great. Ivy the occultist. The Norse witch. I just found her. She is so cool. I just came across her and I am loving her videos. I love her accent, and she's just sits back with her cup and is just, she's great. So yeah, go check her out. And I never have been able to figure out how to pronounce this one, but it's Two Crow Ness, I think. Anyway, her link's down there. She does most of what I see is the card stuff, and her stuff is really pretty spot on the way she does it. Okay, it's really pretty cool. A lot along with the zodiacs and things. We have Pagan crafting. Now she makes some really cool things. Go watch her. The activist witch. I like this woman. She's really down to earth and really cool, and she has a lot of heritage with her, and therefore she does some really different things, and it's very interesting. And also Kendra's Journey. She's somebody else I found through some of these different things that I do, and I like her. And I know there's so many that I have not got on here, and if I come across them before I get this thing posted, I'll try to add them too. But these are just some of the ones that I have met through some of these different hashtag things and just searching words and things, and I'm like going, ooh, somebody new, and I check them out and see what I think of their content. So, but anyway, all right, so I hope y'all enjoyed this. Okay, I hope you learned something about me, something about content creation, and what to look for and look out for out there. Okay, so be safe online. Please be safe in life, especially online. There's always somebody out there trying to scam you out of your money. Okay, and for those of you that have done the join on my membership, thank you. I appreciate you more than I can ever say. That extra does help. It helps me to really, keep getting all these things done, and it's very gracious of you to support me in that manner. So anyway, and if you would like to join and become a member, there's a join button right down there, and just click on it. There's 3 different stages, and you can choose what you want. So anyway, if you haven't already, please click that like button, subscribe if you hadn't, click the bell, and you get notified every time I make a video, and comment. Leave me some comments down there. Let me know what you think. Okay, what is your opinion on some of this stuff? Okay, and if you're another content creator, thank you for watching my video. So until the next one, everybody, have a wonderful day, and enjoy the springtime coming along here. And till the next one, blessed be.